So it's been a crazy week in the video games industry. I honestly wish it was because we got some type of a bombshell game announcement, but it's not. I teetered back and forth on whether or not I should record this, considering it's a very, very serious topic. But if there's one thing that I've learned from my own personal discussion about normalizing mental health and the importance of community, it's that a lot of times the most important of conversations, the toughest conversations, are the ones that need to be had. So for those who are unaware, the FGC, the fighting game community, has been imploding. Imploding ain't even the word I'd use anymore. That was probably the word I'd use in the first few hours, but now it's a mess. It really is. My history with the FGC is going to differ greatly than many of y'all who are watching this video, because I am not a competitive fighting gamer. I really am not. I don't go to the tournaments. I don't practice in the lab. Every now and then I'll find a game I like to play, put a few hours into it, but as a whole, I don't do it. However, there's one aspect of the FGC that I have greatly admired and respected: the community. I loved how it was just all these different dudes and gals of different races, different religions, literally from all walks of life, different parts of the world, coming together, congregating, breaking bread because of the love of video games. Seeing all of these people, community organized tournaments in basements this small, the grassroots movement to get it recognized as a legitimate scene, getting involvement from the companies whose games they're playing. As an outsider looking in, I'm at a loss for words at how incredible that is. Gamers getting shit done. However, one thing that I have noticed in all of my years of, watching Evo and the Smash events is, with all of the success that has been going on in the community, a lot of individuals have been turning a blind eye to the dark aspects, things they want to avoid and ignore, the tough conversations to be had. One of which being personal responsibility. And this extends far beyond what's just been happening right now on Twitter with the mounting sexual assault allegations. And throughout the course of the video, I'm not going to be naming individuals by name, considering it just keeps on growing. It's like every hour on the hour, there's a new one. But one thing that I've noticed throughout all the sexual assault allegations, in addition to just all the drama and beef that's been going on, is the outright refusal of people to take responsibility, people to call for accountability. You don't see that in the FGC. Of course, you see a couple of people out there in the community who talk about being better, one of which, shout out to my homie, Main Event TV. He's been talking for years about saying, you want to have fighting games taken seriously? You got to cut out all these theatrics of this macho man this, and I'm going to trash talk you there. You got to focus on bettering the community. You got to focus on listening to the community. Because how are you going to be a community if you aren't even a community? But when you see a lot of this stuff going on with the sexual assault allegations, and you just see the overall response, that is where the disconnect is. We live in an era where anyone can get online and they can speak their piece on a relationship they had with somebody. And the dialogue has always been, believe all women. And the response to that has been, no. And I honestly can't disagree with that. Because one of the realizations that I came to as a person when I was much younger is that just because you're a decent human being, don't expect everyone in the world to be a decent human being. We cannot apply the benefit of the doubt to every single individual we come across. So it's not believe all women. It's listen to all women. There's people in the FGC who do not want to do that. They just assume that everybody is just trying to take down this person. It's a targeted attack. Look at all the conspiracies. Could there be some? Sure, because this is life. It's not this black and white back and forth people want to talk about. It's more often gray, but just the refusal to acknowledge the mounting sexual assault allegations keeps on rising, involving so many individuals from smaller people to big name veterans. At some point, when is this acceptable? When can this be talked about? The FGC has a tendency to be like, yo, you don't know us. You don't know our culture. They're just boys being boys. Or, this is what we do around here. People don't understand us. We were grassroots. We were this. We were that. Yet when all this stuff is starting to affect children, literal children, we're going to blame it on the kids. We're going to blame it on the kids. So let me get this straight. You want to be taken seriously as a legitimate scene. You want to rise to the ranks. You want to get recognition from Capcom, from Bandai Namco, from Nintendo, from all these developers. Yet at the same time, when there's legit shit going on in your home scene, the grassroots movement, you don't even want to open the dialogue to the conversation. People say, well, I don't feel comfortable talking about such sensitive subject matters. Well, they're sensitive subject matters because you let it sweep under the rug. This needs to stop. It really does. How hard is it to be a decent fucking human being? But you want to know what the problem is? And people are not going to like what I'm going to say. A lot of these people grew up being bullied, being abused, being made fun of. But when they get into a scene where suddenly they're on top, yeah, I feel great. I got 300,000 Twitter followers and I'm doing good. It becomes a power play. They do the same shit that was done to them. And the worst part about that is how many years has gone along where people just enable this. And I'm not trying to, cast the blame on other people, but when you have all these people coming out there now saying, I can't believe this. What happened to our FGC? Blah, blah, blah. Yet you're cool buddies with these people and you know what's been going on. At some point, how often can you talk about the community, the community, the community, the community, the community? We don't want no negativity. We don't want no drama. How many times is this stuff going to keep happening? How many times, honestly? Oh, I don't want to go to Evo because I just don't agree with this person and, all this stuff came out, so I'm not going to do it. So you're telling me you've been in Evo for 15 years, for all these years, and you just now suddenly deciding not to go because all this stuff came out when everyone's supposed to be buddy. This is the grassroots movement, blah, blah, blah. Really? Really? Accountability. Responsibility. What needs to change is just this there needs to be a paradigm shift in thinking that just because these people are your boys and you like them and we're all we got, just because somebody is your boy doesn't mean you cover up for them abusing somebody. It doesn't matter what their gender is. It doesn't matter what their age is. It doesn't matter what religion they are. Whatever you want to say, whatever excuse, this needs to stop. It really does. And I don't know if it's going to take someone who's not involved in fighting games to tell y'all this, but it's sad that y'all have been in this stuff for so long. And you say it needs to be handled from the fighting game community. We got to take care of this. Well, y'all haven't been doing a good job with all of these mounting allegations. It's just so terrible because we as gamers, as nerds, we know what it's like to not be understood by the outside. We know what it's like to have these people just laugh at our hobbies and things that we hold so dear. Why are you spending so much time playing this game? That's never going to get you anywhere. And yet the first thing you do when you get involved in this community and you see yourself growing and growing and growing, the first thing you do when you see that there are, like in the structures, there are ripples and they're just cracks and it's just day by day, your response is just to be like, that's not me. I don't know what this is all about. Stop. Don't kill my vibe, bro. Don't kill my vibe. We're going to throw you out the community. You're just a provocateur. You're just a clout chaser. I thought we were better than this. Evidently not. We're no better than all the people who made fun of us all those days ago. I hope it gets better. I really does. I hope it's not just a case of, yeah, we had a bad year, but, next year will be better. Shit's got to change, man. It really does. Anyways, that's all I want to talk about today, y'all. Oh, God. Just be decent fucking human beings. Like, children, people. Children. Anyways, from Meteor for now, my name is NGS, signing out, and like always, do the fucking right thing. Stop being a creep. Catch you guys later. Peace.